Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, the best 3rd/4th tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, coming at you with what's going to be either my last or my second last Master League Classic team. If it's my second last, it's because I will upload a video on Sunday with a modified version of team because I really like the back core really well of Giratina Dialga. And I used Extra Gel just because I was having a bit of problems with I just need something spammy. That can deal with sort of flyers, like a Togekiss and stuff like that. So I put in Extra Drill. So the team worked well, but has its obvious weaknesses against like Zacian and stuff like front and the back, weak to fighter. So how I would modify this team, which I'm going to run tomorrow and probably for the rest of the weekend if it works, is put in a Landorus in the front. And I think that gives you your ground and rock slide coverage, while also taking away that fighting weakness. But the team worked well overall. Still can't get over the hump. Because again, you just have this team. Again, this team has a lot of play because Giratina can deal with Zacian. You're gonna see in the last matchup, if the Zacian stays in, it goes. You can time it. So just don't go to the last matchup. Watch the whole thing. But if you go to the last matchup, you'll see Zacian versus Extra on the lead. They go double close combat. I go double drill run. Everyone shields everything because they would one shot, and then I outpace them to the third drill run to take the Zacian out. So you can win that if they go double shield and then try to get to the third. But let's see how these battles went. I appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button as we exit Master League. And let's get into the battles here. So in this first matchup, we have Dragonite. So again, this is a good lead here to a certain extent. So this was actually, when I did this matchup, like, oh man, these Dragon Breaths are adding up real quick. Even though it's resisted. So that kind of surprised me. One rock slide doesn't take it out. I'm like, could this be Draco? I don't want to take a Draco, so I shield it. It's just a claw. I think they do shield back if I remember. And then they maybe get to a second Dragon Claw before I get to... Yeah, they're definitely going to get to a second Claw. CMP there too. I don't think a Claw will take me out from this range. So that's good. If I can keep alignment. That's the thing. If you can keep alignment, if you win the lead here, the back two cover each other just so well. You have like Extra Drill here, right, which would absolutely dominate your Dialga, so you can punish it with Giratina. Giratina also takes the Zacian matchup, so that's good there. You both kind of deal with Ho-Oh. I'm thinking what else is pretty common. You both deal with Ho-Oh. Well, you both sort of lose to Ho, but you can both deal with it to a certain extent. You both beat Kyogre. So like Darks, Yveltal and stuff would cause a bit of problems for the back line as well. So that's why you kind of need like a rock type user in the front there, which is why I like that. Fighter for Dialga, which you're going to see one. This one was a spicy team, but I had not seen a fighter for the entirety of the Master League. And then today when I ran this team, I ran into a Conkeldurr, which you're going to see the matchup there where I lost, and I ran into a Shadow Machamp, and I'm just like, really? The day that I'm double weak to fighting is when I'm going to see two of them. So take it out for the win there. Garchomp on the lead. So Garchomp, again, Garchomp's a pretty good example if it's running Dragon Tail, right? If it's running just Mud Shot, it's a little tricky in the back line here still because like Dragon Tail makes it a little easier for Dialga because you can just Dragon Breath, and by the time it gets to like definitely won't get to an Earth Power. Well, it could get to an Earth Power, but it's probably just going to bait Sand Tomb like a lot of them do, as expected. And then Giratina, it's going to take Super Effective from the Dragon Tails, and then Neutral from everything else there, unless they're running Outrage. But you can't run all three, so they take me out. I do have a shield advantage here. I'm going to come in here, start Dragon Breathing. They can only get one move off. It could be an Earth Power, so I just wanted to protect in case it was. And it is an Earth Power, so there we go. They're running Sand Tomb Earth Power, which a lot of people are running when they're using that. And out comes a Lugia. So I'm interested to see if I build up to the Draco and I don't throw it. I feel like they're not going to shield because they're Lugia, and why would they shield? Yeah, so maybe next time I probably just go straight for the Draco. Because now this is within claw range, right? And they're not leaving. I take a Sky Attack. And they're still not leaving. Do I shield this up? I'm thinking that it may be some sort of like I don't want to call it like a Metagross or something in the back, but like, no, because you probably come Metagross in here. What do they have in the back? Yeah, it's Metagross. They should have come Metagross into my Dialga. Because this is now super effective, this is going to do huge chip damage, so they have to shield. And now it's low enough that I can just go Draco for the win. Yeah, I can shield up. It's probably just a Meteor Mash bait because they need to try and save as much energy, but I think I could take it out before they get to the next move anyways. And I can. So yeah, again, so Giratina covers the Metagross weakness. So the back two Pokemon work really well together, and I tried different combos for this. I tried Ho-Ho on the lead because your back two cover Kyogre, and that worked okay. And then I tried this, and it worked decent because I got a lot of like matchups like this. And then same thing here. Like I could have come in immediately, but I expect what I wanted to try and do is shield the first one, throw the move because it would be super effective. Now it's not super effective, but it's their defense is lower times 2, so it'll do huge chip damage. They don't shield because you can survive, and then I catch the next one knowing that if they load up that much, they're just going to go back to back there. So I catch the close combat. I still have a move on the Excadrill. So I still got to move, so I still have a Lamp there, and out comes a Zarude. As a Zarude is tricky, obviously because you're losing the Excadrill matchup, you're losing the Giratina matchup here. But even like, I was surprised how much resisted Shadow Ball did there. So this is going to be super effective and take me out, so that's fine because it's now low enough that I can just come in and Dragon Breath down. Oh, and it doesn't even take me out. Wow, I'm surprised that did not take me out. So this is even better because now this is going to do a ton of chip damage. So there you go, 2 Shadow Balls, even though I'm going to go down here. 2 Shadow Balls and a Claw on a Zarude took it to the deep red. So even if this is, I don't care what it is, it's going to do chip damage, but my win condition is now my Excadrill alignment on this, and I'm already way too far ahead on energy for this to have a chance here, even if they're up 2 shields to 1. Yeah, so I can just throw back to back here, and they can only just, they're going to throw Iron Head. There's no reason for them not to throw Iron Head, but I can just shield, double drill run, take this win. So that's why I liked running Excadrill, because as you can see, my Dialga is a 15, 14, 13, and it is not best buddied. I need to best buddy it because I think Dialga is like one of the only Pokemon where the best buddy actually makes a significant difference in Master League, and everyone has theirs best buddied, and I do not. So I will have to do that for what I'm guessing is be season 11, because I think it's Master League Premier Classic this next go around. Mamoswine. So Mamoswine is interesting, and this is where one of the only places where running the Landorus would actually hurt even more, because Mamoswine would have play almost against the entirety of this team. It still actually wins this matchup, but I managed to get the second one in there, so that's okay. But had I run like a Landorus, which is also weak to ice, I just would have got shredded here. But the thing is, like, again, I've done every single matchup in every single, and I'm going to go down here. Why am I fighting to keep switch so much? I don't know. Maybe I just think I'll outpace the next one, or I want to just keep alignment. Kind of like what I said earlier. If you keep alignment in the back end, you're golden here. And it is a Dialga. Can I get to 2 moves? I think I may be able to get to back here. Yeah, so I have not seen many ices. Like, we did the showcase on Mamoswine, but there's not a lot of Mamoswines in the what I'm in there. Like, I've seen a handful in hundreds of matches already in the Master League. So I come in, snipe the Dragon Breath, and this thing only has a Mewtwo in the back. 1 Side Strike is not going to take me out. I could just go for the Iron Head and then just Shadow Claw down. But let's just nuke this, take it out for the win. So Dialga leads. That's why I like, in my range, I've been seeing a lot of Dialga, Zacian cores because they're everywhere. They're good. They're a strong core together. There are a couple things that beat it. One of them is what I'm probably going to use tomorrow is Landorus. So I hate it with that. This could be running Play Rough. I'm a lot more running Wild Charge now, so this is why I don't shield up the first one. It's a close combat, which means they are definitely running close combat Wild Charge, which means they have nothing to throw at me. And that's why Giratina has been popping up everywhere, because a lot of these turn to Wild Charge to deal with the Ho-Ho. And that's why that's why I also tried Ho, because like if it's running Wild Charge, you wall it there, and if it's running Play Rough, you wall it there, right? So those are a good core together. So Shadow Ball there, it's not going to take it out, but this next one will. I expect them to shield because they're loaded with energy, and they could probably just Draco me back and get it right back. Yeah, so they are going to shield. I have 2 shields, so I'll come in here and try to throw it, and they caught on the Giratina. Which again, good catch because I was loaded with energy, but all this does is now just make this super easy into the Dragon Breath range, and it's over. So tough alignment for them. Well, it wasn't tough alignment. I managed to play the Zacian. Well, yeah, they didn't have the play off on Zacian, so they were just done. Giratina lead are tricky because you lose the match, so you have 2 ways to play this. You either come Dialga, but I don't come Dialga because my assumption is that if they have a Giratina lead, they have something that could be Dialga in the back because it's their main loss, right? So I baited first and I got a claw in. I'm just going to go straight here because worst case scenario, what I think is going to happen is they're going to let it go, which they do. And even if they throw a super effective move, I've snuck 2 claws in now. So I think I'm ahead on energy if they go Omnis, right? Or maybe we're even on energy. And I think I can get to another move here. And I can, so can they. So now we tie. So the good news is this is so low. I'm not going to show them my Dialga yet because I think I can beat it. What I'm going to do is come in and mud shot all the way down here because now I'll be loaded with energy. If they have a Giratina, they maybe don't have a second. Oh, they definitely have a second. This is the matchup. This is the matchup. If they don't have, if they have a, yeah, yep. Goodbye. So I put this low enough that I was like, okay, good. They let that go. I can just Dragon Breath down. And super fast. There's your counter to Dialga. Dynamic Punch. Shield it, but it's a Melmetal. There's your second answer to Dialga. I just bait. It doesn't matter. This game's over. Yeah, so that was funny. I was like, okay, no chance here. Yeah, so I saw that and I saw Shadow Machamp and I'm like, where did these come from? I guess it's because I'm in that like 2500 ELO range right now still, which again, as I said, I say it actually tomorrow in my vlog. If you check that out, this is the lowest I have been in this late in Master League. Every single season, like 3 seasons, season 7, I'm just giving away my whole vlog here. Season 7, I hit Legend in Master League. Season 8, I hit it the first week of Great League, and Season 9, I hit it the second week of Great League. But both of those, I was coming out at like 2800 ELO. So I need to pull in like 200 plus ELO in the next 3 days, being today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The good news is it is Go Battle Day Saturday. So I can grind a bunch of ELO there if I just play well and get into a rhythm. So we'll see how that goes. Giratina altered on the lead is tricky because again, it's so spammy, charges so fast. It takes 3 drill runs to take out. The good news is I put this low enough that I can now just come in and get ahead on Dragon Breath energy. So they will take me out. I may have to take a Dragon Claw here. Yeah, it's just way too spammy of a Pokemon to deal with. So 2 shields versus 2 shields. They come in, Excadrill. So not a good situation. I'm going to come in here to try and punish them, and they come with the Ho-Ho. So things are not looking good right now. They threw, so I'm like, maybe this is a Brave Bird that they're going to be forced to shield. And it's just an Earthquake, so they still don't have to shield. It wastes a little more energy, but they can still get to the Brave Bird. And things are looking dire until this. And I apologize to this trainer because I hate when this happens against me. It is brutal. I get the double defense boost there. So I just shielded up knowing it's a Brave Bird. It's the only thing that's really going to hurt me. And now, even though I'm down 2 shields here and they have energy to throw here, these drill runs are not going to do much at all. They're going to need another 2 more drill runs to take me out. Meanwhile, because I'm 2 times boosted, these claws are in and of themselves going to chip this so much. Like, look at how much those claws are doing. Again, this isn't, I don't get another boost, but the 1 boost is all you need. So the Togekiss double boost, the double boost here, and like the anything that's a double like attack or defense fall, I think is way too much. It just substantially changes the matchup, and I get that's kind of what the allure of these Pokemon are, But like some of these Pokemon are already so strong as is. Like it's too much. It's too much. So throw the Iron Head, take this out. So tough alignment, but I only won because of the boost there, quite honestly. Another Dialga lead. Love to see it. They do not get out right away. In comes a Mewtwo, so you love to see that. Problem with Mewtwo is if you... So I'm gonna let it go. You can survive one Side Strike. You can't survive two. So the problem is you either play this one of two ways. You go Omnis Wind Bait, or you go Shadow Ball. If you go straight Shadow Ball, you're going to have to start shielding more. So I always go for the bait. The problem is if they call the bait, you still need to shield one more time. So you keep switch but lose shield. But because they shielded the bait, I can now get to the second Omnis Wind to take this out. Keep alignment, keep shields even. They're going to come in and Dragon Claw me down, which is not ideal. But you know what? As long as I keep alignment and they don't come into Dragon Claw down, they come in with their Zacian. And that is okay by me because this is really one of my only responses here. So the Shadow Ball is going to take it low enough and hopefully I can get to a move. And they try to snipe me and they do snipe me. But all that snipe does is allow me to get ahead on energy here. So I got a bit of energy here. They shield. So I tried to throw it there. I think a Draco won't even take me out here, and it's just an Iron Head. No, Draco would definitely take me out there. I just thought it was an Iron Head, thinking my win condition was just to keep the shield Dragon Claw down. And then they come with the Zacian. I can survive one. I know I can survive one. So I let this go. They're going to have to throw a second one to take me out. And by that time, their defense has fallen, so they can't throw like immediately. I can shield here and Dragon Breath down, but I decide to let this go and Mud Shot down for some reason. They're back to back here. Maybe that's, I don't, it doesn't matter. I could have Dragon Breath down or Mud Shot down. So winning against it is possible. And you will see, I think this is probably the one where we're just both building up huge. And now you're just going to see, I wait. I never throw first because I know if they lower their defense, I have a chance. And then, so what we already saw is even if they lower the defense, one does not take them out, but they shield here, if I remember, if this is the one. They do shield. It was a glitch. They did shield. So they have another one. So they're going to throw the second one. I have a second one, so I'm going to throw the second one. So 4 moves just thrown back to back to back to back. How many times did I say that? 4 times there. And now we're in a race to the next one, and they think they can outpace me, but they do not outpace me. I get to the move, so they're 4 times lower, so this is going to take them out. So take them out there. In comes a Giratina, so I have 2 answers to this in the back, and we are running similar back Pokemon, both with Dialga and Giratina in the back. They do get an Iron Head off here, which is going to put me low. So this is still tricky because what this is going to do is I will take it out with Draco, which is good. The problem is they do not need to really fear the Dragon Breath anymore, and they can just claw me down. So they're going to be loaded with energy. So what I want to try and do here is come in here and force them to throw, because one Shadow Ball will not take out my Giratina full health. And they're already out of move, so they were absolutely loaded with energy there. They will throw the Shadow Ball, but as you'll see, still got some yellow there despite my terrible IVs. Get to the Shadow Ball. We'll take this out for the win. So, good team. Like I said, I'm going to run Landorus in the front. I tried Ho. Ho worked okay. I think the back 2 Pokemon pairing is super solid. And then just try and find something in the front. I think Landorus is going to be the answer. I will try that tomorrow. If it works out, I will showcase it on Sunday. If not, stay tuned for Monday's video on the teams for Snow Cup. So that is it. Thanks for watching. I have a vlog coming tomorrow with a couple, I don't want to call them projects, but a couple collabs that I've been doing. And although I don't even really say what they are, so it's just kind of keep you in suspense anyways. And then I will... If I maybe upload Sunday with a modified version of this team, and then Monday Snow Cup, and we say goodbye to Master League. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.